I finally had mustered up enough strength to get in the truck and head out there to where my sister was living at, you know, her place of death. And it seemed like the fastest, slowest ride ever. My husband was driving, so I know he was doing about 80, trying to hurry up and get out there. But my mind was still home, screaming, crying, kicking, rolling all over the floor. My mind was still there. I could not believe it. So we finally got there, and y'all, I didn't want to get out. I didn't want to get out. I didn't want to get out, but I know that I had to be strong for my mama, because this was her baby. Like, nobody wants to bury their children. And so I knew I had to be strong for my mama. And I got out anyway. I felt a moment of embarrassment too. I don't know why, but when we arrived, everybody was standing outside. I'm talking about the whole apartment complex was outside. So I'm assuming, my sister's death information had got passed throughout the whole apartment complex, because it was like, it literally looked like a block party when I pulled in. And I'm sure the way my mama was screaming, how I heard her, in the background, I know a lot of people came out their house to see what was going on anyway. So um we had the windows down, so everybody was staring at us as we was coming in. And I finally got out the truck, like, slowly, and literally wanted to fall on the pavement. So I gets around. I had to walk past my sister's door to get to the back of the apartment complex where my mom was. And the hardest thing, one of the hardest things, a lot of it was the hardest things, but I finally made it back there with my mom, and I just grabbed her and hugged her and cried, and she cried. And then, she got enough strength. She had got enough strength to tell us what happened, what's going to happen, what we waiting on, and all of that. And she explained how she found her. And um in the midst of this, her husband was asking us to still get him to work. And we going through this? Are you serious, sir? So my husband, Daniel, cussed him out because, like, my wife over here grieving and you asking us to take you to work? I don't know how you getting to work, sir, but you ain't getting a ride from us, because we stand here. Well, we grieving for our sister. My mama is grieving for her daughter. So he ended up not getting to work because nobody wasn't finna take him anyway. And I had reached out and spoke to some of our family members on my mama's side to let them know what happened. And also I reached out to our grandma. I call her my grandma, but she really my sister and brother grandma, but she always have treated us like her grandkids since we was kids. I'm talking about school time. That lady used to buy us school clothes and everything. She always was a sweet lady. So I had contacted her to let her know what was going on, and she basically was telling us that she was finna fly in um to come see about her grandbaby. So also my mom wanted her grandbabies. She didn't want her grandbabies with friends and stuff like that. Like, my mama don't even play that. She didn't even want them over there from the beginning. But, you know, that's something that my sister did, because we went and watched them. And um, we was out there for hours and hours waiting on the corners. We was also at one point waiting for the doctor to sign the death certificate, which I found out that they don't automatically do autopsies anymore. They basically sign your birth certificate, not your birth certificate, your death certificate, and put whatever health issues that you had when you was living on your death certificate if it wasn't foul play. And the detective and everybody determined that it was not foul play. So yeah, her health conditions went on there, but we don't really know what for sure happened. All we can do is speculate. So um all these emotions was running through my mind. Um Still, trying to talk to my mom, console her, cheer her up. And although I was hurt, I'm still trying to be the rock for my mama. Because nobody wants to bury their child. This definitely was unexpected, and I don't wish it on nobody. Um, but like I said, my mom wanted her grandbabies, so we sent Amina, which is my brother's girlfriend. We sent Amina to Drika's house, which is the friend, and we first talked to her on the phone to let her know that somebody will be coming to pick up the kids, and please don't let them know what happened, because my mom wanted to be the person to tell them. So she let Amina know the same thing, and when she picked them up, she told Amina to take their phones because she didn't want somebody kids telling them. You know how people is with living in a small city, and a lot of people know each other. That was bound to happen. So my mom was trying to think ahead, and so we stayed out there longer. Amina did not bring the kids out there. Amina went home with the kids, to try not to traumatize them or whatever. So she took the kids to her house, and we waited out there till like 3 a.m. and the coroner still hadn't come. And I was already getting this like antsy feeling, because I did not want to see my sister like that. I didn't want to see my sister in no body bag or under a sheet. I didn't want to go through that. And so as I was telling my mom, expressing what I was feeling at the time, she agreed that she didn't want to see her baby like that either. So just as we was talking about that, the detective had came over there, and he was like, I don't think y'all should stay for the coroners. Like, y'all are more than welcome to leave. Um, they may be a little bit longer than I was expected. As y'all already know, that I had, this is detective saying that, he was stating that, the weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is the busiest time for the coroners. So that's what was taking so long, because they had to deal with other cases too. So me and my mom just decided to go on home, call it a morning, and we went home. I went to my house and my mom went to hers. And once we both got to our houses, we called each other. And we stayed on the phone till 7 o'clock in the morning. We did not go to sleep.